Hi guys, it's Housewife in Heels. So I am here showing you for the second year my Christian Louboutin collection. So I think that it would be interesting to document how it changes, not only how my taste has changed over time, but what I've gotten rid of over time, because I definitely have had to get rid of at least two pairs of Louboutins that I could think of, and I definitely have two more that I have to still get rid of, but no fear, my collection hasn't shrank. I've definitely acquired at least four Louboutins since that video has been filmed, since my first one has been filmed, I should say. Obviously, I don't mind repeating videos, but I just think it's fun to document things like this over time, see how I evolve in my, I don't know what you'd call it, footwear game. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet already, please follow me on TikTok. You can see a little bit more of what I do on there. Granted, it's very small. I only have like 5 posts, but I'd appreciate any support there. And if you guys have not already, please support me on Patreon. It is only $3 a month, and it definitely helps because running this channel is not cheap. But other than that, I think we will get into it. So I will see you in the shoes. These are my Chocolux sandals. Now these have a little bit of a backstory behind them. I originally fell in love with this shoe a little over 2 years ago during one of my first ever visits to a Louboutin boutique. Now, when I was at this boutique, I fell in love with another pair of sandals. And at that time, I certainly couldn't afford both, especially when these retail at over $1,000. So I declined these at the time as much as my heart did not want to, but obviously eventually I got them, so I was a very happy girl when I did eventually acquire these. And these, the Mafaldina Spikes, are the shoes that I picked during said time at the boutique when I was torn between the Chocoluxes and these. Now, I picked these because the sales associate recommended that I get these, since she didn't know if these were going to remain within the Louboutin core collection, quite like the Chocoluxes. So I took her advice, and I'm very happy that I did, because these variations of these have came out, but not in this sandal form. Now here is an example of something that I got at the Louboutin Outlet in Cabazon. I frequent there quite often, probably once a month, give or take. And I love it because I can get great deals, like a pair of Speaker Queens for $600 after tax. Now, Speaker Queens are currently available, but they are going for, I want to say, $1,200. So if I could get a pair for half off, then that is great. These are also kind of fun because they were my first tryst into pink footwear. I never would have worn pink before until I tried these on, because they just happened to be at the outlet, and it was game over. I've been wearing pink. Now, these are an example of a sizing mishap. These are the Newberry Privé 100mm. These are no longer available, but I hope to replace these with a pair of Newberry Privé 120s in the degrade color, which means it goes from black and it fades out into an ombre red. So I would like to acquire those one day, but I'm gonna hold on to these until I do, even though I will have to consign these at some point since they're just way too big. Now, these are my most recent acquisition. These were a gift from a very generous subscriber, and I am so grateful that I was able to get these, because I saw these on Margot Robbie doing press for Barbie. She looked beautiful in them in this exact Bianco color, and I knew I had to have them. So I'm very, very happy that I managed to get these, and I got the same exact pair, the Me Dolly 100mm in black. So not only do I have the shoe that Margot wore while doing press, I have the black version, which I know I would get a bunch of use out of, since obviously black goes with everything, whereas white, not necessarily, but I'm just grateful to have been able to be that person that goes into a Louboutin and walks out with 2 pairs. I never thought I would be able to ever be in that position, but thankfully, because of you guys, my generous subscribers, I have had the ability to do that. Now here I am in one of my earliest pairs of Louboutin pumps, my Irizas. I, way back when, really fell in love with these, but I haven't been wearing these as much lately because I've noticed that the more I break them in, they become almost too big. These are definitely very, very friendly on the foot because they have the widest toe box out of all of the pumps available. But since I have a narrow foot, as they've broken in, they become almost too big. So that's kind of put a snafu into my relationship with this particular pair. Now, I liked that particular pair so much, I justified going to the outlet and getting another. Now, these I just thought were very, very pretty, and I didn't quite have anything in this sort of navy color, so it's always fun to be able to get shoes in different colors. I've been more experimental with my colors lately, trying out new and different things. I say that as like navy's this out there color, but you know what I mean. But I really, really enjoyed these, and hopefully I will wear them more often. Now, another sizing mishap. These I have had for well over a year, and I have not even worn them once. You will see the sole is completely unmarred. So these I will have to eventually sell, but I plan on doing that when I know I can replace them. And for those wondering, what happened to my Pigolfolis, the nylon reflex? They have since been consigned. Why did I do that without replacing them? It's because the Hot Chick is going to replace the Pigolfoli in the core collection, and I saw no use in keeping or replacing Pigolfolis. Now here I am in a very, very well-worn, well-loved shoe. This is the Kate 100 in the Napa leather. I got very, very lucky at Neiman Marcus last call. They had these in my size. I paid no more than $500 for them, I believe, and oh boy, they have been worth it. These retail for, I believe, $7.95, if memory serves me correctly. So I'm very happy that I got them on sale when I did, and this Napa leather has been very, very easy on my feet, but not so easy to where it makes the shoe look weird. It holds its shape, and it holds my feet in well. Now we're gonna start out with the Socates. Now, this is another Tristan pink. I have noticed how good pink looks on me, and this probably also makes my mom really happy that I'm getting more into it, because she loves it when I wear sort of girlier colors. But I knew that with Socates, I could justify getting a color I wouldn't typically otherwise wear, because I really just want a Socate in every sort of color at this point. I haven't worn these out yet, but I'm hoping eventually soon I will. Now these I've definitely worn out. These I have worn in very well. These are very, very well broken in on me. I am one of those crazy, I don't know, freaks of nature that can just handle wearing a Socate. I know that is definitely not the majority of the populace, but I get loads and loads of use out of these. I will continue wearing them until, I don't know, I can walk no more. And I just can't say enough good things about these. Now, I had the black. I had to eventually get the other staple color in the nude. These I have been really trying to break in a lot, so I've been wearing these a lot lately. So they're starting to get to that point where I have the black ones. They're not quite there yet, so I have to wear them a little bit more often, but these have definitely been very, very well loved lately in my collection, and I definitely will not stop wearing them. Now these, I got very, very lucky. A generous subscriber made this purchase possible. These I absolutely adore because they're all one uniform solid red color. These are in the shade Luby. I could not find these online, but if you ever do find these, snap them up because I firmly believe that these are a Louboutin collector's item. I will never sell these, I'll never consign them, I'll never trade them. These will be in my collection forever. Now these have a bit of a funny story. I bought my first pair of these probably well over a year ago, and I paid full price for them, which is rare for me. And unfortunately that pair were too big, but one of my generous subscribers they purchased me a new pair that do fit, so now I can actually wear this particular pair out and not have to worry about heel slippage, and I'm very grateful. Now these are my last pair. These are in a Rotzia. These are no longer available, but these have treated me very well. Granted, I haven't worn them too much, but that will about do it for my Louboutin collection. If you have not subscribed to my Patreon already, I would really appreciate it if you did. It is only $3 a month, and it goes towards helping me get stuff for my channel and, of course, new shoes. So if you do that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys in the next pair of shoes.